Hello everyone, my name is Derrick Girard. I am the CEO of ionlake, and we are of course the creators of MyRepChat. What I want to do for this segment is walk through our new data loss prevention feature. In many of the conversations that I have with organizations across not only the industry but even expanding industries, one of the things that gets brought up regularly is how can we help organizations prevent certain things from being transmitted through a text? As an advisor myself, I've often been surprised what people will send through a text message, completely disregarding the fact that most standard messaging systems have no security on them almost whatsoever. What we wanted to do as an organization was something that hasn't been done before, and that is not only create a data loss prevention feature built right into our tool, but also do it in such a way that the controls are 100% in the hands of the organization themselves. So what I want to do now is log into the administrative portal and show you exactly how this feature works. For those of you that are familiar with MyRepChat, this screen is probably not new to you. For those of you that are not familiar with MyRepChat, this is what we call the administrative portal. Anytime an organization signs up to use MyRepChat, this is the very first step in the process. It takes only minutes to get set up, but once it's set up, this allows an organization to completely customize not only their version of MyRepChat, but it puts all the administrative controls of MyRepChat right in the hands of the administrators. The last thing you want to have to do is contact us anytime you need to do something, especially something as simple or as basic as creating an account, creating extra logins for an account, terminating account, or things like that. So all of these controls are built right into the administrative portal. The newest feature is right here at the top, and it's called monitoring. So this is where the new data loss prevention feature is housed. As you'll see, before I jumped on this phone call to save some time, I went ahead and turned on monitoring, and I put my own email address as the alert email address. Why is this important? If you're a small organization, you might have one individual who might be in charge of this particular portal, but within larger organizations, you might have a department. So the great thing about this particular feature is you can put whatever email address you would like here. And if a message is sent or received that meets one of the keyword triggers, it'll send an email immediately to that email address. And in fact, I'll showcase that here in just a minute. If you scroll down to message patterns, you can use regex to create specific patterns for very unique things like social security numbers, credit cards, account numbers, things like that. So hopefully you're familiar with regex. If not, we have a link here to familiarize yourself with it. What I've gone ahead and done is created a pattern. And when you do this, in fact, I'll click on it here. When you do this, you can title it whatever you would like for the name. So for me, I just put possible complaint, and the actual pattern, instead of using regex, I just used the specific word fraud. Now, very important is this toggle switch down underneath, and that is hold message. There might be certain instances where you want to be alerted as an administrator that a message that met the criteria of one of your flags was sent, but you might still be okay with it being transmitted. I don't think that's going to be nearly as common as this particular feature of turning on the hold message. And that is important because if I'm an advisor and I attempt to transmit a social security number, or more importantly, a client tries transmitting their social security number to me through a text message, there's a pretty good chance we're going to want to put that message on hold so it doesn't get transmitted until somebody has the ability to review it. So I've turned this on, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to change from the administrator to the actual user. And I'm going to text the word fraud. Now you'll notice right off the bat, I have an alert that says message not sent, pending review. So if I go over here to the administrator, I scroll back, I go over here to the monitoring button, and I scroll down. There is the match. Now, even more importantly is what also happened at that exact same time, and that is I received an email alerting me that a message has been sent that matched one of the patterns that I created. So this is me as the administrator. I received that message immediately. as you'll see up here in the top right, at 11:10 a.m. So at 11:09 a.m., 9 seconds earlier, this particular message was sent by the account titled ionlake. If I go back over here to accounts, you'll notice that's exactly how it's titled. So if it's titled under the name of an advisor or the name of an organization, that's what you would see. And the pattern is possible complaint. So if I select it and scroll down, here's more information. Here's where it was sent from. Here's where it was sent to. It was an outbound message. Now let's flip this and say it was an inbound message. What happens if a client attempts to send me something that is on this matches a pattern? The client will also get a notification that that message was not sent and it's pending review. This, of course, would flip and it would be an inbound message, and the holding would match it. It would say true. And then as the administrator, I have the ability to either allow that message to continue or reject it. So I can do the exact same thing here. I can release it. Now that I've seen the message, I can release it so it can be transmitted, and I can reject it. And if I reject it, I can also write a reason as to why it was rejected, and the advisor will be notified of that as well. So very important, not only is the advisor alerted when the message is stopped from being transmitted, they're alerted when the message is rejected. If the message is released, they're not alerted. It just lets the message get transmitted. So again, it works on outbound and inbound messages within the system. That's the new data loss prevention feature. It's designed to be simple. It's designed to be very easy for an organization to set up and customize for whatever requirements they want to have for their particular organization, and for whatever type of communication they might have going back and forth. Some organizations might be institutional clients. Some organizations might be direct clients, and there's very different data that they are willing to allow go through, and sometimes they're not willing to allow go through. So it's 100% customizable. It's available on everyone's administrative portal. Not only is there no cost to the administrative portal for an organization, there's no cost for this additional feature. Thank you for the time. I'd love the opportunity to tell you more and showcase even more of what MyRepChat can do for an organization and a user. So if you haven't done so yet, please schedule some time to talk to myself or one of the folks on my team to walk through a demo. Thank you again.